Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and this morning we're going to do a reading for Pisces. The first two cards that I've pulled out for you are Release Your Ex and Soulmate. So we have, I believe, a couple of offers or a couple of people that would like to shoot their shot with you. Or maybe you're one of the people that wants to shoot their shot, but we have a decision to make in love here. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. We're going to dive right in with I think we have to go with the situations deck and see what comes out. Wait, no, I forgot. I brought you guys some fun things to look at. All right, so I've been, exploring Tennessee and trying to enjoy the culture. Here is some genuine moonshine. If you don't know what moonshine is, that's probably better for your eyesight. But during Prohibition, especially in this part of the country, a lot of people were making not very tasty liquor in their bathtubs, referred to as moonshine. So it's pretty cool that I found that. And then also down at the lake, I found this glass shard. And I don't know, I feel like it might even be kind of moonshine related because the glass is so thick. Anyways, these are my little show and tell things for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Obviously, I cleaned up the bottom part of the bottle there. All right, back to the reading for you guys. What do we have for Pisces, please? Oh, yeah, okay. So we have interview and trash in the reverse. So you may have important conversations coming your way this week or even today. There's somebody who feels like they don't have, sorry, I think I have a cat hair on my face. There's somebody who feels like they haven't really shared with you how they truly feel. There's someone that would like to be a little bit more open and honest with you. And with trash in the reverse, I feel like there's a sense here that if you know exactly who the two offers are that might be coming your way, you may have them conflated, or you may have assumed that one is automatically to be rejected and the other is perfect for you. And you may end up being surprised at which one is not right for you. That's not for everyone. Some of you know exactly what this release your ex and soulmate means to you, right? But I think what it really comes down to is who's doing or who has done the work to be a better person and who is showing you that they want to, you know, be there for you. Who's listening, right? So this is coming up pretty soon, I feel. We've got projected, and I'm being drawn to days and weeks. There could be travel involved. You may live at a distance from each other. I just knew that card was going to come out. I saw this when I was estimating when you were going to have this conversation that somebody feels is really important. I feel like there's missing information here. You may have made an assessment on somebody without all of the information, or this could be somebody that you've put into the friend column or somebody that you wouldn't really be interested in because of something that you don't fully understand. So I feel like you really have to have an open mind, but be discerning. Good morning, Miss Lynn. How are you? And I'm quite certain you do. We have commitment, long-term relationship, and ascension. So for some of you, this could literally be, you know, from a few admirers, not even necessarily just two. You may have a couple of people that fell for you or kind of put you in that bracket of, someday when I get my shit together, I'm going to go and ask that person out on a date. But what it really comes down to is who has the cojones to actually come forward and shoot their shot and do so in a respectful manner and an honest manner. Because we have ascension coming out here. So I feel like this applies to two people because we have commitment here as well. You may have inspired one or more individuals to do the work that you didn't think they would be doing anytime soon. So it's going to be, I think, interesting. Have an open mind with this conversation. We're gonna go with the Egyptian tarot. Hello, is that Mac? Hello, Mac. How are you? Hello, Miss Christina. Sorry to disappoint. We've got the sparkling energy drink today instead of Dr. Pepper. A little bit of a lighter start. Oh, thank you. That's such a great suggestion. All right, what else do we have for Pisces, please? We have the King of Pentacles. You may be dealing with an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. And a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is coming out kind of interesting to me, you guys. So please remember the astrological signs don't have to be like 100% on for you. Sometimes it's just the energy they're taking on. But we've got somebody who's been working on their stability, somebody who has been not just dealing with some of that healing or, trauma things that apply internally, but also working on the external part of their lives. What am I doing to create stability? What am I doing to make sure that I have, a solid offer for somebody? And then we have the king. I'm sorry. Ooh, I thought it was a king. It's a knight. And then we have the Knight of Chalices in the reverse. This is, I feel like, the comparative analysis for you. We have somebody who has not ascended and somebody who has. And I feel like the more grounded one is the one receiving downloads from spirit and also, I think, an opportunity here with you. Now we have the Two of Swords in the reverse. And another knight, the Knight of Pentacles. You may have three offers here, Pisces. I don't know. Maybe you're just like a heartthrob or something. But with the Two of Swords and the reverse, what I see is that this is going to be, I think, a very clear decision for you. You're going to acknowledge who has done the work and who hasn't. If somebody's not able to clearly communicate with you and be honest about what they see or what they want, they don't have the option to, order that from the menu. They only get the kids menu. So we have the Magician coming out sideways. There may be, especially with this deck, I get a little bit of like, I want to influence you somehow. Now, this could be somebody who actually thinks they should buy a $40 love spell from somebody off of YouTube. In general, I discourage any kind of spell that's going to try to somehow influence somebody's free will. Why do you want somebody who doesn't want to choose you of their own volition? Why do you want to make somebody choose you? That sounds awful. That's what somebody is doing here. Somebody is aware that they don't have the best chances, so they feel like they have to kind of be dishonest about it in order to win, right? But we also have the reason this came out sideways is I feel one, you're able to see through people that do that kind of thing. You see the energy, not just the facade they want you to see, right? If it's Wizard of Oz and there's some dude behind the screen trying to make shit look cool, you're like, nice try. But I also feel like we have somebody who is in the upright here with the Magician one of the admirers or people who would like to make an offer, I feel is standing in their power, knows, I've got the resources that I need. It might be a little intimidating, but I'm going to just power through it and make my offer, because if I don't, I'll regret it. I'm really drawn to this bird on the Magician card. So I feel like there's a sense here that whatever communication may follow a conversation that happens in person may be extremely important to you. In other words, does somebody do like the love bombing thing when they're in person with you, but then when you're talking by text message or DM, are they a little bit aloof or cold? Does it seem like a totally different person? Yeah, well, that's because they're faking, right? You would feel that genuine warmth or compassion coming through, even if they are a little bit of, a fan of like the slang or abbreviated communication via text message, right? You can still use emojis. You can still do something to express that you're smiling. So we've got the Six of Wands in the reverse and the Lovers. And I love that we have two sixes coming out, but they're kind of facing each other, because what does that make me think of? We've got, in my mind, kind of like two fishes, like the sign for Pisces. I feel like there's somebody that is going to make it really obvious that they're willing to do anything to win you over. And it's going to come across as somebody trying to force it, right? And it'll tip you off or give you a little bit of insight that they're not the one for you. With this particular lovers card, I always feel like there's a choice in love, but it'll be a choice in love that doesn't really seem too difficult, right? It's like, do I want the bruised produce or the produce that looks fresh? Like, you're gonna feel the energy that matches yours and know whether or not they have done the work that you have. So this could be a Taurus that you're dealing with, the person that has gone through an awakening and stepped into a higher vibration. This would be somebody that likely has some gift, or like they could be somebody that's really good with their words. Maybe they have um, some success with regards to publishing something or producing something. It could be a musician, but there are people in front of this Hierophant that, like, they're waiting for the next thing to come, right? The next release, the next announcement. But we have Justice in the reverse. This is, I feel, it doesn't have to be a Taurus, but this is somebody who has changed their perspective in terms of how they want to live their life, what's important to them. And it's because there's been something really difficult they've gone through with the Justice card in the reverse here. And initially, I feel like they wanted to be more distant or disassociate from people around them or their life. But something they really care about, or someone they really care about, with this scarab beetle here, oops, down here, something inspired them to change their ways and do something different to improve their own life, but I think also be good to somebody they care about or somebody they believe is who they're meant to be with. We have the Knight of Swords and the High Priestess. It's funny to me because I see this other duality, another double number, right? 2 and 2. But I'm looking at the fact that these two swords, which on a lot of other Two of Swords cards actually cross each other to form an X, these actually look like the pillars around the High Priestess. I feel like this is somebody who is so intuitive that you basically cannot lie to this person. The dishonesty of these two swords in the reverse that kind of comes through is something that is glaringly obvious. This stands out from the background, much like those pillars. I feel like we have a very perceptive individual here, which makes that feeling I had as far as somebody knowing what the right decision is. There's going to be somebody here who, do you see how he's not even holding that sword? It's like the truth is controlling this person instead of the person controlling this truth. They think they can come in and maybe tell you a part of the story or, make things sound a little bit better, and you won't necessarily know. But you have insight here. See the little crescent moons above and to the, I think it's left? That represents knowledge of the past and knowledge of the present. You may not necessarily know what's playing out for you in your future. You get information as it's necessary for you to have it, but you have faith that it's going to go the right way. You also know that you'll be able to see through anybody telling you something about the past or the present that is not accurate. You'll be able to basically laugh at them in their face. This person who thinks they can manipulate the truth and gain access to your kingdom or your empire, whatever your heart, they're going to be rejected. Ace of Wands in the reverse. If you don't come correct, you don't come at all. This is somebody who's going to get a rude awakening because they refuse to be honest. And they've been so accustomed to being able to manipulate people. It's been really hard for them to deal with how they feel about this High Priestess because they can't manipulate this person. It's like you're a puzzle after I've, done 800 puzzles successfully and I can't figure you out, and I keep throwing you against the wall and then starting you over again because I have to control you, but you cannot control a High Priestess. The other thing to note here is we've got the High Priestess, the Hierophant, and the Magician. These are very powerful people. There is a sense here that this Hierophant and this High Priestess do have a very strong connection here, especially because they're on the same row and the Hierophant is looking directly at the High Priestess, but with reverence, right? There's a respect here in the Hierophant that is lacking in the Knight of Swords. There may be an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, or that features in their chart in terms of this person that would like to be dishonest. We've got the Eight of Wands in the reverse. I'm taking this as somebody's words will fall on deaf ears. Not necessarily, you may ghost this person. You may be no contact right now. You may go to no contact if they reach out again. You may just not be interested. But more so what I hear is that you've got somebody that wants to wax poetic or love bomb you or make promises they have no intentions of following through on, or maybe they just know they couldn't follow through on them. Their words mean nothing to you. We have the stars in the reverse. In the Egyptian tarot, it's plural instead of just the star. And I'm kind of taking that to mean, again, there are multiple people that I think are interested in you, Pisces. And spirit wants you to be really tuned in with your intuition, right? So we have the 10 of wands coming out with the stars. Maybe I'm a little bit crazy here because I know these are staffs above the sun here, but I see like a bull with horns right here, you guys. I don't know if anyone else sees that. Maybe you have Taurus in your chart. Maybe you're just really focused on stability. You're not interested in any kind of, random tryst. You want something that has, some permanence to it. But I also feel like there's a sense that you have been able to identify that there were burdens that you needed to let go of because they were preventing your healing or what you were meant to be doing with your life. You may have, in your chart, fame. And if you are meant to be in the spotlight, sometimes we have to rid the toxic people from our social circle before we can step onto that platform or that stage. I feel like somebody has been releasing a lot of their burdens. And in doing so, it's created a smaller circle, but it's also increased somebody's intuition here. We're going to continue with the Rider Waite. We have Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, Ace of Pentacles. So we have the King of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Queen of Pentacles, heavy earth energy, heavy earth energy. But what I also see is somebody who has become these energies, this King of Pentacles or the Hierophant, after being unreliable or struggling with their own stability, maybe not having a job for a while, maybe being a little bit moody or even a little bit selfish. But I feel like this Ace of Pentacles came out sideways with kind of the hand tucking underneath the pentacle, as if to say, this is somebody who realizes they lost something by being in this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse energy. And that's why they worked on themselves. That's why we have the Hierophant building up to the King of Pentacles. Somebody is working on themselves, ascending. And I feel like there's love that has inspired this ascension. Somebody wants everything with this person and they feel like they've lost it. With the Ace of Wands coming out sideways. This is somebody who wants a new beginning but doesn't believe they'll get it, but is willing to, be that reliable partner. We have the Five of Pentacles. I feel like this High Priestess has been, like I said over here, so like the social circle has been attacked. No, that's the wrong word. The social circle has been edited. Some people have been, to quote Alanis Morissette, uninvited. There are people that took advantage or sought to take advantage of this High Priestess. There is a kind, compassionate energy behind this High Priestess once you gain access, to this High Priestess energy. But there's a sense that some people try to take advantage or saw this person as prey because they didn't realize how perceptive this High Priestess is. So, and I'm trying to avoid using gender because I do feel like we've got the High Priestess representing more than just feminines here. But I do feel on this side, that's kind of represented here because we've got the queen and the king, right? So I feel like you're going to want to assess the situation and make sure it fits your story and not try to force it, right? But there is a sense that somebody has been really doing the best they can to assess, are you a good person that helps me fight or pursue what I need to pursue in my life? Or are you a bully? Are you somebody that seeks to control me? One thing about the star energy or the high priestess is when you have access to information that others don't, or when you are a star, when you are somebody that people will listen to, there will always be people that want to control you. There will always be people that want to get that information for their own gain. There will always be people that want to take that spotlight from you or use it for their own gain, right? So, this is a reality for the high priestess. When you are given a gift like intuition or are responsible for pretty important pieces of information, you will be under attack by people that are jealous or envious or want to control you. And you have to learn how to get these people out of your energy and focus on the ones that are true, like this Hierophant. Oh, this is beautiful. We have somebody, not every time it's in the reverse is it a bad thing. With the Four of Chalices in the reverse, this is somebody who's been bored or didn't really feel like there was anything to fight for in life that has changed their mind. They've been inspired. They want to work on the healing that they were avoiding, and they're choosing a happier life. This I feel could apply to both individuals. We have the Six of Swords in the reverse and the Five of Wands in the reverse. This is an interesting combination. It's almost like somebody here who feels a bit hopeless or pretty hopeless in particular with the Six of Swords in the reverse. This is someone who may not feel like you'll give them another choice or another chance, even the opportunity to have the conversation. But with the Five of Wands in the reverse, this could be the person that doesn't have any competition and doesn't realize it. This would be, in effect, a lot like the Ma'at situation where you have a feather being weighed against your heart. I'm going to look at your energy. I'm going to see if you are at the same level and if you are compassionate and caring and loving and intuitive and you respect my spirituality, then you deserve to sit next to me. I mean, this is the Hierophant, so he's already got a throne, right? But there's concern here over the competition. We're going to get a little more information. You guys, I brought out the Tarot de la Nuit. I think that's how you say it, because I missed it. So we're going to use that to get a little more clarification here for you. What else do we have for Pisces? We have the Five of Cups. Wow. Okay. This is confirmation like crazy, you guys. I feel like this Hierophant individual, very likely an earth sign, but doesn't have to be. They could just be really focused on grounding themselves and working on their finances, career kind of thing. Somebody here has been really focused on what happened in the past, what went wrong, what they should have done better. Maybe they took too long. Maybe they didn't say the right things. Maybe they lied about something. But I don't feel like it's some great betrayal here. We've got the Hierophant again. This is somebody who is working to put the past in the past and acknowledge that there are other cups or other opportunities still available to them. We have the King of Cups in the reverse. This is giving me vibes of somebody who's really struggled to deal with their emotions. Three of Cups King of Swords in the reverse. This feels like the other energy to me because we've got Knight of Swords over here, King of Swords in the reverse, the more dishonest one. The only card in the upright for this person is the card that can often signify that there's a third party, but it could also mean that somebody wants to reunite with you. But we've got a chick there drinking tea with her two kitties. And I gotta say, this kind of just feels like somebody who's waiting for someone to get home from nefarious activities. We have the King of Cups, and this guy's in the reverse. Not really sure what this is about. It looks like he's got like some weird, I'm going to inject gold into my veins so that it looks like a cool tattoo. It might work. I don't know. But it feels more to me like this is somebody who lives in an illusion. Nothing in the background is really identifiable, and he's in the reverse. King of Cups in the reverse is often someone who's detached from how they feel or what they actually want. King of Swords in the reverse is somebody who is unnecessarily cruel. Their words can be biting. So, again, you may have more than two offers here, but it seems to me like one person's going to be more difficult to understand because what they actually say doesn't feel consistent to you. And the other person is, I think, very consistently, even if it's taken a while, it's been very consistent progress. We have the Ace of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, this is you, how you're seen right now. You're seen as somebody who is independent, single, or at least very able to take care of yourself, a little bit mysterious or otherworldly, and not afraid to be alone and give yourself the love that you would give to a partner. So you're good at healing. People may be a little bit astounded at how quickly you can recover from something difficult happening, but it's because you do treat yourself well. And it draws others in. They want to be treated the same way you treat yourself. Damn, Empress. You are highly sought after. I think there's actually 3 admirers here. Who's the 3rd admirer? Yeah, 3 of Wands and hidden energy. Somebody unexpected is going to make an offer as well. And it looks like it would be a very serious offer with the 4 of Wands. So unexpected stability. Ooh, okay. So we have Ace of Wands in the reverse, 9 of Swords in the reverse, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Wheel. This is a fairly ominous message, I feel, to no one in particular amongst the 3 admirers, more so kind of a summation, right? There's a sense here that there's no new beginning that this high priestess will be handing out to anybody in that social circle or amongst her admirers unless they have actually found help and worked on their issues. Because 9 of Swords in the reverse can be about finding help. You have to be able to do the work on your own when you can, but also know when it makes sense to, reach out to a friend or have a therapist or something along those lines. With the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, there's a lack of consistency. And with the wheel, I feel like this is saying anybody who approaches this high priestess, however their intent and their commitment to truth comes across, is how they get their fate decided. If somebody approaches this high priestess with intent to, you know, take information that isn't theirs or be dishonest towards the high priestess, they will get pretty instantaneous karma. Because what I'm seeing is somebody who's looking like they're manipulating what looks to be like a ball of yarn and having kind of negative intent, and then looking down at their hands like, what have I done? People who go against this high priestess, they learn not to. Tell me about this Six of Swords, Five of Wands. This is my favorite card in this deck because they misspelled temperance. They, for that first E, they put an H, so it's thumbprints, which kind of sounds like thumbprints, right? So this is Sagittarius and I believe Capricorn energy. I may be wrong on the Four of Pentacles, but we've got a sense here that somebody has been really holding things in for themselves in a good way, working to keep the magic alive and the effort to balance whatever has been imbalanced before. So I feel like this is somebody, I feel like this is the Hierophant thinking, I may have lost whoever inspired me, but I can still maintain that inspiration or keep working on myself because I deserve that balance in my life. And they don't want any more of the drama. They've been able to, with the Devil in the reverse, they've let go of their fears or what was holding them back. That's beautiful. Tell me about the Stars in the reverse. Magician in the reverse. So there was definitely an attempt here by somebody to manipulate the situation and make it difficult for somebody to move forward. Tell me more about the unexpected Four of Wands, please. So we may have somebody with the Eight of Cups in the reverse, somebody else coming back. You may have two people from your past and one new person. But I don't know. There's something almost like past life about this person over here. I'm gonna use the miniature Rider-Waite. This is Eight of Cups in the reverse. Healing from a really difficult experience of betrayal in their past. Where they felt like they invested a lot of their time or love and got very little back for it. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. They're working to rebuild after feeling like they lost people or things that made them happy. This is somebody who is, with the Ace of Swords, very honest, working to balance their finances. And with the Seven of Cups, I feel like they have options, or they know that whoever they're interested in has options. There may be some confusion as to whether or not this person wants to shoot their shot. We have the Lovers. So they have a major decision they're making right now. Tell Tell me more about this Empress. We have the Six of Swords in the reverse and the King of Wands, which we also have over here, by the way. Feels like somebody was struggling to get away from a bully. Somebody that saw this Empress as the opposite of what she actually is. So there may have been even like a community or a few people that didn't see the strength this Empress had and instead assumed that she was prey, someone to be taken advantage of. We have the Emperor and the Ace of Pentacles, but she's about to get a really solid offer from her divine counterpart. You guys, Empress and Emperor, Ace of Pentacles. I love it. All right. I hope that makes your day, Pisces. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're able to later today, I should be able to also do Cancer and Scorpio for you guys. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.